to one of the key stops in Key West, Fort Zachary Taylor, where I'm gonna share with you all the details and corners not to miss in the state park. And I'll give it to you right now, the main tip of this episode, which is to do this tour with a ranger. And I'll share all the details on how to get that. We also learn all the historical facts that makes this fort a very intriguing visit and must do on your trip to Key West. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Selena, but you can call me Sally. I travel in a camper van, sharing epic adventures, secret spots, and travel tips. This season is packed with excitement, and here's something special for you. At the end of the season, I'm giving away a free or discounted ebook with everything you need to know about renting a camper van and must-have app. But don't worry, if camper vans aren't your thing, the highlight of this ebook is my tried and true ultimate itinerary for the Florida Keys, so you have the best experience possible. Just watch each episode to collect the secret word to make your dream trip a reality, and I'll show you how to claim your ebook at the end. Let's adventure, everyone! This is Florida Key Season, Episode 9. We start this episode by leaving our safe boondocking spot, and if you missed last episode where I got the police knock on my door, catch it up. And we go to the Fort Zachary Taylor beach and then visit Fort Zachary Taylor. So come with me for all the tips. So we just made it to the park and got a beautiful parking spot. Take a look at this. And even though as driving a van, you should always check that everything is locked. I checked everything on this side that it was locked, but on the rush to leave where I was, I forgot to check this one behind me. We end up with some items on the floor. Nothing that bad, but man, it's such a lot. It's a lot to remember, so you have to turn everything down on your panels, check all the cabinets, check nothing is like loose on the sink or in the countertop, and well, it wasn't that bad. So let's make some breakfast, let's get something to eat, and let's enjoy this beach. Now with this back porch today, there's no way we're gonna have breakfast inside the van, so let's go and enjoy breakfast picnic. As I sit here with my breakfast, gazing out at the endless ocean, I'm reminded of how traveling in a camper van brings us closer to these beautiful moments. It's not just about the places we visit, but the freedom to stop, reflect, and appreciate life's simple pleasures. So whether you're on the road or dreaming of your next adventure, remember that every moment counts. Embrace the journey and let it inspire you. All right, now it was time to clean everything up for breakfast and move on to the next activity of the day. Now it's finally time to do something that I don't know how to do very well, which is sit down and relax a little bit. I'm always go, adventures, activity. So we packed a little beach bag. Thank you, Dinda, em Brasil. Obrigada, madrinha. Essa bolsa ainda tá rodando as praias. Thanking my godmother in Brazil for, she gave me this bag a while ago and it's still just going to all the beaches. I have my Let's Adventure diary where I make all the travel plans and take some notes about the travel so I don't forget on the time to edit these episodes for you all. So I think I'm gonna sit down, reflect a little bit, and enjoy the beach. So coming out of the parking lot area, right in front of it is the picnic area. To the right, there's a trail you can go and walk or bike. And to the left is where the beach is. Arriving at the beach, I can't help but reminisce about my childhood weekends spent by the shore. The ocean has always been a place of reflection and renewal for me. Every wave that crashes on the shore brings a sense of peace, recharging my spirit and reminding me of the beauty in life's simple moments. Whether near or far from the ocean, we all need these moments to pause, reflect, and rejuvenate our energies. And definitely in your visit to Key West, this is a must stop to just relax, reflect. And one of the things I always loved when I used to go to the beach is to take a long walk along the shore. And that's a good moment to just let your mind free of busy thoughts. What is your favorite thing to do on the beach? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear about you. So there's a beautiful place to snorkel at the corner of the beach. And there are barriers with corals and rocks. But you all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes in life, you have certain phobias or fear of things that makes you feel uncomfortable. And I totally say you should push it and try to do it just to see, can you break that fear? Is it something different than what you created in your head? But to be honest, snorkeling on my own in a beach with just a few people, don't feel safe, don't think I'm gonna enjoy, don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna respect it. I've done it in Hawaii. If there was a Pam and a Hunter here, I miss you guys. I probably would do it. If I was with friends that were doing it, I probably would do it. But in the conditions I'm at right now, this is gonna be a fail, and this is gonna be a nope, we're not doing that. So sorry everyone, failing on the snorkeling part. Next thing when you're in state parks traveling in a camper van is to find those great opportunities to get rid of trash and recycle all those bottles of water from your travels. Now it's time to learn a little bit about Zachary Taylor, our 12th U.S. president, and how this fort came about. I strongly recommend when you come to visit this fort that you take the time to do the free guided tour. There's so much information you wouldn't learn just from reading the signs. So when you arrive, you will find the sign right at the entrance that says Ranger Tour starts here. So just wait around and a ranger will start your tour sharing all the important facts and curiosities on how this fort was built that I'm about to share with you right now. So stick around. Stepping inside the fort, you immediately notice something unusual. Each wall looks different from the next. That's because the fort evolved over time to adapt to new threats. The north wall is the oldest. It's part of the original structure. The west wall was reinforced during the modern war era to withstand more advanced firearms. And the south wall, it was once 3 stories tall, designed to defend against cannon fire. But as warfare changed and firearms improved, those extra levels were removed. Every brick here tells a story of adaptation and survival. And fun fact, this is also the largest collection of Civil War cannonballs and cannons that you will find in the country. As part of the free tour, you come across a small auditorium that tells the story of the Sally Port, the fort's only entrance. To reach it, you would have to cross a 1,100-foot wooden causeway from the island. Every soldier, supply, and piece of cargo pass through the single entryway, heavily guarded by a moat and drawbridge to prevent unauthorized access. On either side of the Sally Port, prison cells held soldiers, sailors, and blockade runners awaiting trial. And if you remember our trip to Dry Tortugas, you recognize the name Dr. Samuel Mudd. He was briefly in prison here before being transferred to Fort Jefferson. If you haven't seen the episode, I'll link at the end because it's a must watch. As you explore further, you get a glimpse of what life was like inside the fort. You can see the soldiers' accommodations, the dining hall where they took their meals, and the ammunition storage that kept the fort armed and ready. There's also an area once served as a hospital where the sick, many suffering from yellow fever, were treated. Hence why you always find a chapel to pray for them. As As I mentioned in the beginning, this is one of the largest collections of cannons you can find from Civil War, and you also learn detailed information about them in this tour. As we explore the fort's ground floor, you notice the distinctive vaulted ceilings, self-supporting arched structures made of brick. This architectural choice not only adds aesthetic appeal, but also enhances structural integrity, allowing the ceilings to cover expansive spaces without internal supports. Another fascinating aspect of the fort's constructions is its ingenious bathroom system. The latrines were strategically positioned so that ocean tides would naturally flush the waste away, utilizing the ebb and flow of the sea to maintain cleanliness. The self-cleaning mechanism not only ensured sanitary conditions, but also minimized the need for manual maintenance, showcasing the resourcefulness of the fort's designers in harnessing natural elements for practical solutions. Another notable aspect of the design is the placement for its cannons. Engineers incorporated intentional gaps between the ceiling and the walls in the artillery rooms. These gaps serve to absorb the powerful recoil and vibrations generated when cannons were fired, preventing structural damage and ensuring the fort's longevity. Now let's take a glimpse on the upstairs. Now, did you know that the land where the fort stands today was actually man-made? Over the years, it was gradually built up and reinforced to support this massive structure. The fort itself was constructed to protect the vital area as it was a major trading outpost with heavy ship traffic. With so many vessels coming and going, securing the coastline was a top priority. But building the fort was no easy task. It took an incredible 21 years to complete, and by the time it was finished, it was already obsolete. Several challenges slowed down the construction, like the yellow fever outbreaks, the much-needed materials that needed to be transported by boat, and hurricanes repeatedly disrupted the progress. Despite all these obstacles, the fort still stands today, a testament to the resilience and determination of its builders. Now, a little known fun fact about this fort is its innovative use of outdated artillery in its construction. During the late 19th century modernization efforts, many older cannons and ammunition were deemed obsolete. Instead of discarding them, engineers ingeniously incorporated nearly 200 of these cannons into the fort's new concrete walls and reinforcement, similar to how rebar is used today. Another cool fact is how they moved heavy ammunition to upper levels. They built these elevators, often referred as ammunition hoists or lifts, designed to transport munition from storage area downstairs to the gun emplacements above, ensuring a steady and timely supply during operations. Although this fort never fired, it's some cool facts to see around here. So we arrived at the paddle location, and I think exhaustion from all these activities are catching up to me. So this is gonna be a hard one, but let's go check it out. I hope you're enjoying watching these episodes as much as I enjoy making them for you. And just like you would get some coffee with a friend and listen to some stories, if you'd like to buy me a coffee and help me out so I can continue to bring all these inspirations and tips for you, there's a QR code on the screen for you to scan and send me a coffee. Thank you so much in advance. And don't miss next episode, where I'm gonna take you in an insane adventure paddling in the mangroves. So I've done paddle with the most incredible different animals, but here, y'all, it's swimming with jellyfish. There's a lot of them. Here. Do you want to know where this spot is? Make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss next episode, because I'm gonna share all the tips about this must-do paddle, as well as this incredible restaurant I found to enjoy closing the night for such an amazing day. I'll see you next week. But before next Sunday, check out these episodes I left on the screen right here for you, and please subscribe so I'll see you next Sunday.